Hi everybody, this is Mr. Roche. I am here with Trinket, and we are working with Python. And uh, we wanted to work with the processing library and try to make something cool with our circle and square thing that we've been working with. Okay, and I've got this right now, which I think is good. I've got this like little square that bounces around, and you can kind of control it with the circle that I move with my mouse. So you can see like the circle has like a little bit of like magnetism or something. So like what it does is it sort of repels it, which is cool. I sort of like that. Um, and I thought maybe we could do something with this, or like at least make a lot of squares that would sort of do this and see if that was kind of cool to look at. But you can start them moving, and then what happens is the square has it kind of loses velocity. So it has a sort of a speed, and if it gets near the big circle, it kind of like picks up speed. So I think what we want to do is kind of move toward this because this is sort of cool, and let's get this to happen. So first thing you got to do is make a new trinket. Okay, make a Python trinket like this, and you know, get yourself a clean kind of space that we can work at. Okay, second thing you're going to do is give it like a title, call it like air hockey or something like that, okay? Um, and you know, save it so it gets saved. Okay. Next thing you want to do is you want to here, I'll make this bigger. Is we want to get processing involved here. So we'll go processing, or from processing import star, which is everybody. And what we actually have been doing this with the circle is we kind of make it pulse. So to do that we need sign. So we'll go from math import sign. Actually, we're going to need a lot of stuff from math eventually. So import everybody. And if we want random numbers, we're going to go random import star. Okay, so that's going to get all our stuff that I can think of right now to put in here. Okay, tonight for homework, you know, for this weekend or whatever, for Monday, we're going to make a circle, or no, we're going to make the square part of it. Okay, and what I want this circle to do is just, or the square to do is just kind of bounce around. So this is the first time where we're going to get like one of the objects to recognize its boundaries. Okay, so I'm going to need like an X for the square. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna need like square coordinates. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, and in your programs, I'd like to see that you're using comments. Okay. So you know, this is air hockey. By Mr. Roche. Okay, something like that. Okay. And what I want to see is, let me see, we're going to need an X for the square, okay? And let's put it at, I don't know, let's put it at like 150. I'm going to need a Y for the square, and I'm going to put it at 150. I'm going to need a radius for the square, and I don't know, we've been using like 30 for that. Okay. Let me see. Okay, and then here's something different about the square. Is the square is going to need like an X speed, okay, which I'm going to currently set to 0, and a Y speed, which I'm going to currently set to 0. Okay, that's pretty good. And then I'm going to add two things for the square. I'm going to add a kind of a friction factor. So like what it's going to do is it's going to slow down if I add some friction to it. Okay. And this is something you can play around with, but I'm going to make mine like 0.02. Okay. And I'm going to also add a kind of a max speed for it. So the square can't get over like kind of 20 pixels. It could be like 200 or something like that. Okay, but that's pretty good for this square. Okay, so these are like sort of basic coordinates for the square. Then we're going to add some other stuff for the other guy, the circle and things like that later. Okay, you know. Okay, so we'll do that later. And then let me see. And then the next thing we're going to do is, because this is all our data, because it's like kind of like the data section of our program. Okay, and then I'm going to start doing some def stuff here. So one of the things you're going to need is you're going to need a setup def. Okay, so we're going to go def setup. Okay. Okay, which you guys kind of know how to do. This is all processing kind of stuff. So processing requires a kind of a setup. Okay, and oopsie, we should do a couple of things too for screen coordinates. So let's add some stuff for the screen. Okay, some screen stuff, and I'm going to say screen width, and in that I can make this be I don't know, let me see. Like we'll say like I've been making mine like 400. Screen height can equal like 400. But you can make these anything you want. Like those are just variable numbers, okay? So then what I'm going to do now is instead of using hard numbers, I'm going to use these variables up here, okay? So I'm going to go like this and say size equals screen. But I need these to be defined, like, so I can use them for like boundaries and stuff too. So I'm going to do screen width and screen height. Okay, that's good. And then we need like a frame rate. Okay, I'm going to set mine actually pretty low. I'm going to set it to 10 because what I notice is that there's a kind of like a jitter. Like, see how this arrow kind of like there should be only one arrow, but there's a lot right here. It does that because we don't really have like what's called a double buffered system. We don't really have that set up here. And that's going to be too complicated for us to do. So we're going to just run with the normal animation this provides. And I'm going to live with it and be happy. And that's going to be just so that's the thing. So a lower frame rate gives the computer more time to draw. And that's what I want to do right now. Okay, so I'm going to set that up like that. And then what I'm going to do is what we did in the past is we've done a bunch of stuff before where we go def, we need a drawing loop. Okay, so this is our major drawing loop. And in here we're going to set the background to some cool color, which I can get from an online color picker, which you guys know how to do too. And I don't know, I kind of like a bluey turquoisey kind of color for the background, or maybe nothing too, nothing too harsh to look at. Okay, that's what they always say about web stuff. It seems too gray though. Let me see what's kind of nice here. Yeah, maybe more greeny this time. Okay, do something like that. Okay, so I got that, and I'm gonna take the RGB coordinates and get myself to here, put the background in, boom, okay, and then let me see, my drawing loop, that's fine. So as long as I do that, that's fine. For right now, I don't have the square to draw, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to say draw equals drawing loop, okay, and then I'm going to say run. Okay, to make this thing run. This is all processing stuff. Okay, it's not really Python, it's processing. So hopefully I'll get a nice gray or kind of turquoisey square, which is nice. Okay, so that's good. All right, and now the best thing next thing I need to do is kind of make this screen. Okay, so or make this square. So what I'm going to do this time is in my drawing loop, I'm not going to crowd up my drawing loop. Okay, so I want my drawing loop to be very, very clean. And I'm just going to go like this and say draw square, okay? And what I'm going to do then is right below the setup, I'm going to make this huge def, okay, called draw square, okay? And that's where I'm going to do my drawing, okay? So this is all drawing for square, okay? And this is like initial setup. Okay. This is our major drawing loop. And as the programs get bigger, that's the thing. There's going to be a little bit of a problem for you to like just make sure that you can navigate, which is your responsibility to be able to do this. So I need you to be able to kind of find things in these programs, okay? And so what I'm doing right now is I'm just setting up some comments, okay, so that you know where we are, okay? So so that's the thing. So I need this to happen from you too. So I need to see, you know, some comments here to like kind of to let you know where you are, and I need to get you some sense to be able to navigate, okay? So this is pretty good. Let me see. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to basically set up the stuff that's going to let us you know, do the drawing. Okay, so the stuff that makes us draw in this draw square. I forgot to make a you know, a colon. Is the fill. Okay, so the fill color. So I need a fill color for this this thing, and I need something that looks good with turquoise. And I'm thinking like a purple. Okay, I don't know. Might be like, you know, too much, but okay, I'll go with it. Make this like kind of, let's see, like let's try like a darker purple. Yeah, I'll try that. Okay, so I got that. Or let me see. Maybe it goes with red. Yeah, that might be nice. Okay, let's try that. Let's try like a kind of a red. Okay, so I got that. Okay, back over here to air hockey. So I'm going to fill it with this. Okay, I'm going to do a stroke of, I don't know. Let's see. This could be black, so let's go 0, 0, 0. And then what I'm going to do is I need to draw a rectangle. Okay, and I'm going to need, I need to kind of know where this thing is. Okay, for a second. So I'm going to go like this and go XS. Okay, I'm going to go YS. Okay, I'm going to go rad S. I'm going to go rad S again. Okay, and I'm going to show you something because the thing hopefully will show up here. Didn't show up. Oh, I forgot to say draw square. Yep. Nope. Oh, what did I do wrong here? Let me see. YX. Oh, it doesn't know where these things are. Oh, it's YS. Okay. And this will work without globals because I don't think I'm doing anything. If I have to change one of these values, it makes me like put in the globals, but it'll just do it right now. So that's my square so far. I don't know if I love that. I sort of love it. Let's do stroke weight, and I'll do it at like 6 maybe. See if I get a sort of a nicer square. That's sort of nicer. And then if you want to, you can add the kind of curves to it. So I'll do that at 3. Makes it more roundy. That's not bad. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, and then one of the things I wanted to show you is that I need to kind of be very, very, very like clear where its center is. Okay, and I wanted to show you on these guys that if I draw, let's see what I do if I draw a point here and do XS. YS. Okay, I haven't done this before, but let me see if I can do it. Let me set the stroke. Yeah, I think the stroke's still okay. Let me see what happens here. See, if I do that, see the point of it comes right here, which is bad. Do you see that? So I want this point to be here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I want XS and YS to be the center. So I'm going to do this to my rectangle. Okay, and I don't have to do this for my ellipse for some reason. I think this is a processing thing. I'm going to go minus, okay, RS, or rad S, divided by 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the square over like a half a radius. And then I'm going to go, again, I'm going to go rad S divided by 2. Okay, for both of them. And then let's see what happens. Okay, that's what I want. See that? Okay, that's a pretty good estimation of where the point is and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You could do something like this and see if it looks better. You know, or actually, I want to do this. go like this. I got a little bit of time here, but let's go.